that ever been you? Like, have you ever been in a position where it's like you are actually doing these people a favor by controlling yourself and they don't even realize it? I'm cold. Blanky blanky. I just need something to drink. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jalen Gales and we're about to have a little chat. I was mean to someone, and I'm not really like a mean person, like at all. Like I'm actually like I don't want to say I'm like a pushover or like super nice, but I'm like a very joyous person, a very happy person, a very like mellow, if not extreme amounts of energy most of the time. But earlier today, I actually like went low, like Michelle Obama. She's like, take the high road, take the high route. They go low, we go high. That's legit like what I've always sort of embodied, even before we knew about her or whatever. Like I've always sort of like had that sort of mentality. But I feel like recently, you know, based off of everything that's been happening, you know, with my dad and everything, and just all these transitions in life, I've allowed myself in that moment to go low when usually I go high. And that's also like something that I have notoriously done when it comes to interacting with that person and people that are like that person, is I just, you know, write it off, you know, like downplay how I'm really feeling. But in that moment, I I didn't full on like whoop 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 and go in, you know, through text or whatever, like responding back to them. But I you know, like gave a little gave him a little like realize I'm doing you a favor by not truly, I've been doing you a favor by not truly responding. And has that ever been you? Like, have you ever been in a position where it's like you are actually doing these people a favor by controlling yourself and they don't even realize it? And you're like, listen, you're already on thin ice. You don't even know you're on thin ice, but you're about to fall through. And this person like kind of like they almost cracked and they toe kind of fell through a little bit. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. You know, like I know, if you're a people pleaser, you know, like I know, it can be so easy to just write something off and just move on and just like, you know, not want to jeopardize whatever the friendship is or the emotions or whatever that thing is that's holding that connection there, holding that bond. And so you just write it off, you just let it go. You say, you know what, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. In this moment, and immediately I didn't feel bad, but then like afterwards, now processing it, I took a bubble bath and was laying out for like a good hour. Then that entire time I'm just thinking, because I'm like, Jalen, that was not a nice thing to say. Like, you didn't do something that was nice. Like, you were actively being mean. And that's like a whole, you know, like, what? Like, Jalen, mean? No, that's not who you are, Jalen. But I do realize that my version of mean and other people's version of mean is two different things. Like, what I consider mean is like, if someone who has constantly been wearing my shirt, let's just go with that. Someone who's constantly, they've been wearing my shirt, and I'm like, hey, can you stop wearing my shirts? Like, that's not okay. You know, that's like me being nice. Me being mean would be like, hey, leave my shirts alone. You're not allowed to touch them anymore. Like, that's mean. So that's when I say, like, to most people, that's just like being stern or direct. And the first example is like me being stern or direct, but sort of like in a like, okay. And the second one's more like a I stand on business, she's standing on business sort of vibes, okay? And I definitely feel like that's what I was doing. I was standing on business, but at the same degree, I feel like I took a little too far, because I was like giving away all this pent up like emotions and anger and just resentment towards this person. And I just kind of let it spew out a little bit. And it made me realize maybe the outlets that I have right now are not actually working the best. Maybe I need new ways of processing my emotions that actually allow me to release it in a healthier manner. If you relate, please leave a comment and let's talk, let's chat. Because people pleasers, hey, we gotta get it together. If you know a people pleaser, help them set boundaries, okay? Speaking, this is a whole nother video in itself, so I'm not gonna go off on a too long tangent, but speaking of boundaries, we're in this weird stage in life where People are, well, we are, younger generation, are setting boundaries, and we're actively going about the process of doing that. However, we don't have the tools in order to navigate how to do so in a diverse, multifaceted way. So what I mean by that is, when it comes to setting boundaries with like a family member or a cousin or a parent, all of those look different. They don't know how to actually, navigate those conversations and express themselves differently to different people, to different relationships that may have with people. Well, I recently had a situation where a friend set a boundary, but they went about it the whole wrong way, in my opinion. They went about it all the wrong way. And I feel like it really hurt the friendship. And it's like, they set the boundary. I don't have to receive the boundary. I can choose to walk away from this person because I don't like that boundary. It's like they're doing this and I can choose to just go there. I don't have to interact with you anymore. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I know there's a bunch of different topics. We talked about people pleasing. We talked about being mean versus being direct, and then we talked about boundaries and what that looks like. So this video is probably a little longer than what I expected, but if you stayed to the end, then kudos to you. Hair reveal. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to bed. Bye guys, see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.